I have got no idea if you can hear me. If you can hear me, wave. Jump up and down with your knickers in the air. Or do something. You can hear me, jolly good. I'm just trying to lift this camera up. What's going on? They don't want to see my legs. I'm too sexy. Okay. Oh, sorry, I'm totally looking at the wrong thing. I'm totally looking at the wrong thing. At the moment, I'm making myself look really stupid. And I'm not. I'm a highly intelligent individual. But I've just got to make that a bit smaller. I'll be with you in a couple of years. I need to be able to see that, but maybe that's it. Groovy Train, hello, it's a broken Samsung. It's not broken, you cheeky beggar. I fixed this yesterday. Well, that was yesterday. Of course, I give my world famous Allen's warranty, which is 1 day. Richard, we hear Norfolk and good. We can hear you, I can hear you. Geriatric Geek, hello. Also known as Mark 69. Waving hands in the air, very clever, also known as Mark 669. Very clever, hands in the air. Scott, we can hear you. Yep, yeah, all loud and clear. Okay, jolly good. Marvellous. Hello, peeps. How are we? You all right? Oh, you're good. I will be sitting down and I will be feasting on only the very best. Favorina. Who? Precisely. Got no idea. I'm just testing this out now. This is the one I glued all those things back on, and I want to put the back on and finish it all off. And then I'll come and sit down and finish off my coffee, but I need to test it. I can't really remember where we got to on this yesterday. I'm hoping it's going to come on. Give me a minute. Yeah, it is. It is. That's fine. I can switch it off because I don't want to be electrocuted live. So let's have a look. Mince pies. What about the what? The sherry. Do I look like a sherry sort of bloke? I do, don't I? Yeah, I'm a sherry sort of bloke. Oh, I'm getting a message on my screen which I don't want to see. A Samsung message that says it's going to auto self-destruct in a second. Please don't. Oh, I've got to find a Samsung remote control with an OK button. Well, that should be okay, shouldn't it? No, that's not okay. Oh, for God's sake. Oh, there we go. I've done it. Don't panic. Right, let's just put these things back in. Merry Christmas, everybody. It's the eve of Christmas Eve. I hope you've managed to do all of your Christmas shopping. Don't tell me that you are amongst the lazy baskets of the world and you're doing it tomorrow. I mean, I might go out and buy some cream or something tomorrow. And some milk and that type of thing. But some out there. But I've done everything, man. I've done everything. I'll be with you in the comments in just a moment. Hello, those people joining us. Tell me where you are. Even if you've messaged me, I need to know where you are in the world. Are you around the corner or around the world? Happy Crimbo, David Greff, that's Raymond Strick. Let's have a joy. Good evening. Well, is that going to be jolly? Jolly. Good evening, Glindaft. Anonymax, Ayo. Geriatric Geek, thank you. Oh, $10 from you. What a wonderful, wonderful Christmas Eve present. That is very kind of you. Thank you. From Las Vegas. I hear the Las Vegas Strip is dying, Geriatric Geek. Is it? Or is that just a vicious rumour? No one's really going there much anymore. Groovy Train, it was working when we last saw it. Yeah, but that was yesterday. My warranty runs out. I glued some of the lenses back on. I was going to leave it an hour before standing it up. Yeah, I did leave it an hour. In fact, I left it 24. Andy! Doz is in the room, everybody. Say hello to Doz. He's up there. Doz, tell them when part 2 is going to be, because they keep thinking part 2 is on the way any day now. And that's not the way we work. But as Andy will explain, as Doz will explain, part 2 is coming. And also, part 2 is very exciting. If you thought part 1 was exciting of me breaking something and Doz repairing it and then Doz sending it back to me repaired, and then I said it's not repaired, you wait till Doz gets it. Oh, it's exciting. It is exciting. It was like an EastEnders cliffhanger. The Duff Duffs. Doof, doof, doof. That's what we should get, Doz. We should get the Duff Duffs. We didn't put the Duff Duffs in. But I will sit down and have a chat with you in a second, chaps. I just want to stick this in. I don't think I can test this on my camera, on my computer, because it's only HD. Doesn't that sound weird saying that? It's only HD. Nothing special, mate, just HD. Must keep up to date. Which chat am I looking at? One chat may be behind the other. Hi from Salisbury, Welshpool, Sheffield, Dumfries in Scotland. China, Hellfeld City, China, hello. Norwich, it's the quiz. I did that last time, didn't I? There you go, Does tells you when it's going to be, Saturday morning. Isle of Lewis, Scotland. Or Darren, hey, what sort of temperatures you dealing with, Darren? Are you guaranteed to have a white Christmas in the Isle of Lewis, Darren? Let me know. Unfortunately, Christmas will be low-key, says Alan Hurst. Oh, been seriously ill. Ah, Alan, no. Sorry. I hope you're okay now, though, in Barnsley, South Yorkshire. Are you completely okay or just recovering, Alan? When you say okay, is the future looking good? I hope so. Yuri, the EastEnders drum kit falling down the stairs. It does sound a bit like that, doesn't it? Thank you very much. Falling down the stairs. Hang on, I've just got to put a screw in. I'm a screw loose. Where's the Wi-Fi on this? Oh, it's there. I've just put it in. But where's the Wi-Fi screw? I left it up. Oh, I left it with Misty, didn't I? Oh, no, I left the Wi-Fi. Luckily, I've got what's known as the Allen pot of plenty. Plenty. If you imagine that this small pot is all the screws from TVs that I couldn't repair, it's not a good sign, is it, really? That will hold this in place, I think. I've got a phone. That's not going in there. That's not good. I've got a funny feeling, Doz, that they're going to want us to do something every Christmas. I like the idea of breaking something every Christmas and sending it to Doz. What am I doing wrong? Everything. Oh. Speakers are in, screws are in. Everything's tidied up. Let's take the back on. If you've just joined us, hello. We're live. Tell us where you are. I am going to sit down and do my mince pies in a second. Surely I need to connect something up. No, it's already connected up. Ooh, it's doing a bit of a Vestel on me. It doesn't want to fit. Oh, the speaker's fallen down. Now it fits. First time. Merry Christmas to you. Groovy Train. Wow, some TVs have seriously long screws. Yes, they do. You're absolutely right. Alan, you're recovering. Okay, well, that's good. That's good, Alan. I don't know if you want to tell us what you're recovering from. You don't have to. But recovering is a positive start. Darren Haig, weather in Scotland very mild and no snow. Okay. Tube joust, snowing like crazy here in Ottawa, Canada. Wow. I'm guessing you like that sort of weather then, tube joust. That's for you, is it? Do you have great summers and really great winters, I suppose? Kelly Greenaway, F8I. Hello. Merry Christmas to you, Alan. Kelly, thank you very much for spelling my name correctly. You'll be surprised to people who don't know I'm actually an Alan, not an Alan. Alain. My mum used to say it correctly. Merry Christmas to you too, Kelly. Thank you. And raw plugs by the looks of it. Yes, raw plugs and televisions go very well. When you can't get... Oh, I dropped a bugger. Don't bend down on live TV. You'll never get up again. Oh, Kelly's in the West Midlands. Let me guess where you are in the West Midlands. West Midlands. You're not Birmingham. You don't sound like a Birmingham person. I'm going to say you're Coventry. Tell me how close I am, because I am a bit psychic. Or is it just a bit sick? I can't remember. I am a bit psychic. But I think you're Coventry. Pogman 15, hey, there are people that repair main boards despite no... Ooh, hang on a minute, I've cut you off. I've blooming cut you off. I can't read what you're saying now. I've got to open that up. Yeah. Groovy Train. Yeah, raw plugs, yeah. We call that Cosmic Supply Company up north. That box full of nuts, bolts and screws. The Cosmic Supply Company, yeah. I worked on CNC mills. My scrap bin was far bigger. Well, that is... yes, I've got my scrap bin of screws and stuff. I've actually got loads of those Christmas tubs full of stuff. That's the third spelling I've heard. Yeah, Alan. Don't forget there's an A-L-A-N and an A-L-U-N. It just goes on. Tube joust in Canada. No, I hate winter, but it's a necessary evil in Canada. Summers get over 30 degrees and winter can dip to minus 40. If winter dipped to minus 40, mate, I'd be on the nearest airport. I can't handle the cold. At one point, I was thinking of moving, you know, to Spain. We've all thought about doing that, but I really wanted to do it. But you know, relationships and things get in the way. They get in the way. Oh, pulmonary fibrosis. Oxygen levels drop sharply when I move. Scary stuff. Yes. I'm going to name drop here, but not necessarily a friend of mine from way back. But Johnny Walker. You remember Johnny Walker from the pirate ships? Then did Radio 1, Radio 2. I knew Johnny quite well, but when I was in the radio, and I think that's exactly what he had in the last 2 or 3 years of his life, and. You're right saying it's scary, because he frightened the life out of me when he lost control of his breathing. Alan, I hope it, but I hope there's way on. Mike Cass up in Australia. Hello, Merry Christmas, mate. It's Christmas Eve here, 7:21 a.m. in Australia. It's Christmas in Australia, people. Oh, Kelly. I was thinking of Dudley. I was thinking of Dudley in the West Midlands. That's great. That's where Lenny Henry's from. Raymond Allen, I want to send you a Philips Sensio coffee pad machine. Typical Dutch for your repair shop. But am I repairing it or is it a gift? I don't think I've ever repaired a coffee machine, but oh my God, I love my coffee. Marcus, I disagree with your view that Sony are more reliable than LG. Certainly not in my experience. Oh, really? Okay. Have I repaired many Sky Glass? No, I'm not really. It's not the sort of thing I'd touch. Sky Glass are just TCL, or is it TLC? No, it's TCL televisions with a badge on the front that says Sky Glass, I'm afraid. But in saying that, I watched the latest update on how cheap TVs are doing at the moment, and TCL are out in front, being the cheapest, with TVs that last the longest. I don't know what your opinion is on that. I couldn't possibly comment because I don't see that many TCL TVs, but maybe that's why. So there you go. There is a cheap TV that's lasting well. But hopefully someone in the comments now is going to say, well, I had a TCL and it lasted 5 minutes. No, the ones that we had were definitely TCL. We dismantled one, and it was TCL. But I am going back about 3 or 4 years when they first started. We had a smash screen one in, so I wanted to see what was inside, and it was good. TCL, popular brand here in China. Yeah, well, from what I have read and from what I have seen. Rumour has it that it's the brand that's got the longevity. I don't know how, but it has. Midtown Mike 212, happy holidays, Alan and chat. Cheers. Thank you, Midtown Mike. Same to you. JCB 208, evening, Alan. Kelly Greenway says, Merry Christmas, Mike. They say Merry Christmas to you, Mike. God, everyone's all over the world tonight. Well, everyone is all over the world. Right, I'm done now. I want to do my coffee and sit down with you. Are we all practically ready for Christmas then? TP Vision, the company formerly known as Philips, is that right? Is that so? Now this, where are you? You're over there. This is an HDMI which is currently live. It's connected to that. So this feeds that, and it's also feeding this. I'm going to plug this into this. One, it may make the picture go off. It might make all the power in Cornwall go off. I'm just letting you know. Well, that's HDMI 3. Who wants HDMI 3? Nobody ever uses HDMI 3. There's HDMI 1. I don't think this is going to give us a picture, though, because it will confuse the heck out of my PC. But let me just see what's going to happen here. Standby light. Switch to HDMI 1. I'm just dropping the lights for a bit, peeps. No, it's not going to give an image because it doesn't understand. It will say mode not supported. Well, that's fine. I'll just give the picture test a run through. Picture test. Okay. Well, you couldn't tell that I glued them on. Please tell me that's on the outside and not the inside. No, it's fine. It's fine, peeps, it's fine. Right, let's have a sit down. Get me mince pies, get me mince pies. Ooh. Okay, how am I going to do this? I'm going to do that, and you don't want to see me like that. Let's have a look. What did we have it on? We had it on There we go. Yeah, there we go. Let's have a look. What am I seeing now? You beautiful beast, you. That's better. That's all right. That's good. Does says Port of Thorn EMI. Oh, just hearing that name, Thorn EMI. Just great days, wasn't it? Then didn't Thorn take over Ferguson? Yeah. Weren't all the Ferguson Video Star videos part of Thorn? I thought they were. You had a Radio Rentals in Australia. How much money did I give Radio Rentals in the 80s and 90s? My goodness. I gave them loads. If we've got any VCR experts here, Radio Rentals did a rebadged video recorder. They rebadged it Baird, as people do. I was told it was a rebadged Sanyo. And it had a feature called VPT, Video Programming by Text. The model number was something like 1551. Radio Rentals sold millions. I'm not exaggerating. They rented or sold Midlands. They were millions. They were a fantastic hi-fi stereo recorder. You programmed it by going to the teletext page of your particular broadcaster, so ITV, BBC, etc. And just before it started recording it, it would put a little caption from the teletext page letting you know the date, the time, and what was coming up on that recording. Very clever. And I would love to find another one. Millions of them rented, millions of them sold. I haven't seen one in 10, 15 years. Baird, VCR 1551, something like that. Fantastic VCR. We had a TV rented from DER. I remember very vaguely DER. What did DER stand for? The R standing for rentals. E standing for electronic. What did the D stand for? Yeah, owned Ferguson and HMV, etc. Yes, they were great. They were great, Doz. I loved. I quite liked the days of Radio Rentals and Granada, which became Box Clever. Let me just grab my warm cup of coffee. We had a branch of Radio Rental here in Dumfries. Well, I lived in Aviemore for quite some time. There was a Radio Rentals in Aviemore. It was brilliant. Domestic electric rentals, of course. Doz knows. Yeah, video plus codes, that was another way to program it, but this was VPT, video programming by text, as in it went to the teletext page of the broadcast channel. Loved it. Yeah, I thought that was fantastic. Yeah, Pi, Ferguson, Radio Rentals, all the great old ones, my goodness. It doesn't seem that long ago, but in another sort of way, it seems... Anyone else miss Comet? Comet was strange, weren't they? Comet made an absolute fortune. Do you know how they made a fortune? Out of selling, not mis-selling. I don't think they ever mis-sold. Out of selling the insurance. So if you bought a TV or a VCR from Comet, they'd always say, do you want an extended warranty? And that's how they made... That's how they made the money. Did I ever go to the Haggis Chippy in Aviemore? Yes, the Happy Haggis. Oh, you said that? Yes. Of course. I'm going back some time, you know, matey, unfortunately. I miss my friends in Aviemore. But it was a very cold winter I did there. But it was fantastic. And like an idiot, I moved away in the summer or spring. Why did I move away? I should have stayed for much longer. I loved it in Aviemore. Some brilliant people. Scott, 1971, used to work at Comet. One thing I was surprised at, I had a tour around Comet, and they took me to upstairs where the stock room was. They never had much stock. So if there was a radio clock on sale, they'd only have 2 or 3 upstairs. You think they'd be selling 20 or 30 of everything, but they never did. The gift. Raymond says, your gift is going to be a Philips Sensio coffee pad machine for the workshop. Thank you, kind sir. You know I love my coffee. Raymond, that's really nice of you. Thank you very much. Same with Currys, though, making money from selling warranties. I don't know if Currys are currently selling any warranties. They don't seem bothered. They just want to get the money off the customer, and when the customer's gone, it's see ya. My dad had one, Alan, in very condition. When he died, it was thrown in the skip by my brothers. And you still had a fully functioning Betamax, if spelled correctly. Yeah, I think you did. Did I ever get to repair the Samsung Connect TVs? I've got plenty to repair. There's 2 or 3 that have come in with the repair boxes, but it's never the boxes that are faulty. It's always the fibre cable. You know, the fibre cable that connects the Connect box to the TV. They don't last very long, and I'm finding it difficult to get a brand new one. It's pointless buying a second-hand one. But I can't. Have you heard of Collis? This is Bax 157. No, explain. My TVC surfing tutor at college was an ex-radio rentals engineer, full of useful information. Yes, yeah, there was a guy that was a radio rentals engineer, and he passed away, and his wife gave me his tool bag from Radio Rentals. Granada Rentals, yeah, used to rent from Granada. But Granada just rented their own stuff, didn't they? You never saw like a Sony television in Granada. I mean, Granada, it would have been too long ago to have LGs, I think. But you never, I think they just sold their own stuff, or their own rebadged stuff, of course. King 7703, anyone remember Rediffusion? Rediffusion it was pronounced, wasn't it? Rediffusion, yes, I do. But I do, but I think I very rarely went in one. You see, Radio Rentals in Granada used to be in just about every town, city, village. But Rediffusion, they were just in the big cities, I think. I love Radio Rental, was handy for spare valves, was it? Could you buy spare valves in Radio Rentals? Could you? I don't remember that. Wow. I work, hello, and oh, Andy, Doz, you worked briefly for Radio Rentals in Gloucester. What sort of time, Doz? What sort of year are we talking about? 70s? I don't know when Radio Rentals started, but I think they were going for quite some time. Your 65 Connect from 2018 still going. Brilliant. There's no explanation really why some TVs go on for years and years and years and some don't. There's all kinds of contributing factors. Some living rooms are probably always at the right temperature, so there's never any build-up of moisture anywhere. Granada rebadged as Finlandia. Yes, well, Finlandia were a proper... I've lived everywhere. I lived in Denmark for 3 months. I met this lovely girl. Moved in Denmark to her place, and she had a Finlandia television. And then when I came back to the UK, I went to Granada to rent a TV, and I rented a Finlandia. They had exactly the same TV. So what they were doing... well, Finlandia makes sense if it's going to be in Denmark, of course. 1987, oh, 87 does. That was a good year. 87, I don't think they'd be selling my 87, that there'd be hi-fi stereo. Well, Nikon stereo just be kicking in, wouldn't it? 87? Yeah, not everywhere in the UK, but 87, Nikon stereo would be kicking in. Lawrence, 7970, happy Christmas, Alan, just cleaning the old Grundig. Oh, yes. A TK145, reel to reel. Sadly, the bird needs new heads. Viewing your channel on a TX40 AS640B. That's a Panasonic. I've got a TX. I still have the 3D glasses. 6 degrees in Rackheath. Why have I never heard of Rackheath? I've got a funny feeling it's not pronounced Rackheath. It's probably Rackheath. Is that Scotland? I can't. I don't think I've ever heard of Rackheath before. Does only lasted a couple of weeks. Yeah, I've done a job like that. Harrison David, 8607. I'm so old I can still remember the old rentals with the 50p slot box on the back, of course. I've seen it. We never had, I mean, I came from a poor household, but we never had the slot box on the back, I don't think. No. Imagine if they put 50p or pound slot boxes now on televisions. How easy would it be to just, you know. Nikam was late 89, says Alan Hurst. Sounds about right. At the end of each month, for the slots on the back, a man would turn up, empty the back, and you kept the rest. Oh, so you got a rebate, did you? Did you get a bit of a rebate from the back? I bet he found all sorts of washers and foreign coins in there. Everyone would give it a go. Pogman 15, hello. Rackheath is southeast locally. Oh, okay. Hope I'm pronouncing it correctly then. Dos says Nikam didn't get there till the mid-90s. Yeah, I'm trying to think when I came back from Denmark. I think it was 89, early 90, I think it was. And it was just kicking off. Of course, I live in the southwest and we get everything here last. Apart from the weather, we're first for the weather. What a great name. Honey Badger bit my knackers. Do I remember the Philips 2000 VCR, way ahead of its time but never caught on? I surely do, and I bet you does as well. I bet you does remembers that. Philips were fantastic at making stuff. I think their design people were very clever, ahead of the time. But Philips never quite mastered making it work. Raymond Strick, how do I get address of you, Alan, to send you the... can you just email me? fleckers@gmail.com. Fleckers@gmail.com. Fleckers is Fleckers. Bodmer remembers when it was a 10p slot. Is that 10pence old money? No, 10pence old money would be 2 bob, wouldn't it? Philips N4307 reel to reel. Isn't that the model that the government sent to every school? Every school had a Philips N4307. And that's a good question for Doz, actually. Doz, have you ever repaired reel to reels? Do you like doing that? I've got a very nice Philips reel to reel. It needs a new belt. Radio Rentals, Doz says Radio Rental also own Netto, which were budget rentals with a slot meter. Netto, why do I remember Netto? But I think when I say the word Netto, I'm thinking it's more of a supermarket than a electronics rental type place, but maybe I'm wrong. Doz said they still have slot meters. Rentals going into the late 90s. Yes, I would imagine they did. Am I the only one that thinks the 90s was like yesterday? And then you start counting on your fingers and thumbs going back and going, oh my goodness, it's that long ago. It's frightening. My mate has an old Panasonic, about 4 inches up from the bottom. The screen has 3 pink horizontal lines and 1 inch thick. Works fine. Is it on his way out? Well, yeah, that's a screen issue. unfortunately. So, yes, I would say if it's an old Panasonic, that is on its way out. But when you say it's on its way out, it may not get any worse for years and years if it's not bothering you now. But if you really like the TV, find the model number and we'll, get another screen stuck in it. Flippable videotapes, V2000. Did anybody remember watching? I find this was fascinating. Techmoan did a video about 2 or 3 years ago about the very first auto-reverse cassette, audio cassette tape. And there was a massive mechanism that went on top of the cassette player. It was a massive, and it would eject the cassette tape, turn it all the way around and filter it back in the mechanism. That's how they did an auto-reverse cassette. Nobody had the intelligence in those days to think, well, instead of turning the tape round, why don't you just turn the little head around? That tiny little head. You don't have to build a mechanism to flip the whole tape over. Just flip the head. It's amazing that nobody had thought of. Well, they did eventually. LG was lucky gold star. It was, but how lucky really are they? How lucky? How lucky? Do you know when LG first started making flat screen TVs, their picture quality wasn't very good. It was a very washed out picture quality. And then if you go into the settings, you see why. The basic default settings for the old LGs were just very weird. They had high blue, high gamma, high blue, low on the red. And I don't understand it. So every LG TV I went to, I'm talking over 10 years ago now, every TV I went to put new backlights in, I always turned the blue down, the red up, then it was a lovely picture. Excuse me. Yeah, that's what I said. Techmoan covered that cassette mechanism. Yeah, I did see it. How is Techmoan? Do we know? See, at the beginning of the year, he was quite poorly. I hope he's okay now. He's looking and sounding better, and I hope he's good. Nakamichi did a similar thing. There's a video on my channel about it. Nakamichi. I watched a couple of your old videos this week. What did I watch? I was going to say an old tube TV, but obviously, was it a bush? I don't think it was a bush. And you had to do an update. Why did you have to do that? Come on, memory, come back to me. Oh, you'd got a shorted capacitor, I think. There was a shorted capacitor. And you had to wait to get that one in stock. Brian, hello, mate. Brian James, 6890. How you doing, Brian? Everything's well at the moment, Brian, I must say. Brian, every time I go into Lidl, I think of you. Me and Brian have both got cats, as you may notice. And Lidl, every so often, do these mega biscuit tubs. Very cheap, $1.99. They haven't done them for a year. And they normally do them at Christmas time. Every time I go into the Lidls around here, Brian, over the last month, I've been checking. They haven't got them in, mate. I don't know what's going on. And you speak to the, have you ever tried to track somebody down in Lidl and have a chat with them? Excuse me, can I just know? They've got no idea. Have you got some of the mega tub Christmas little biscuits that do them in tubs? Cat biscuits. Or in tubs. $1.99. I don't know. I've only worked here 20 years. Oh, no. They've got no idea. Did I ever work on the Philips 21? Yes. No, I didn't work on them. Well, I changed a panel in one. I thought they were great. This is the true widescreen televisions. Called blimey, you don't see them anymore, do you? They did have a panel problem. They were very, what's the word, flexible. They weren't structured very well, so lines would develop after a couple of years. So we did quite a bit quite a bit of work on them. DOS, not a CRT then. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. I'd get there eventually. It's interesting looking back at some of your old videos, Doz. It really is. Let's have a look. Remember having a slot TV that took shilling pieces. Oh, just hearing that word is so shilling. I think we used to have an electric meter that took shillings. Shilling was 5p, wasn't it? Shilling was 5p. A tanner was 2.5p. Do you remember the threepenny bit? I'm not that old, but I've got a good memory. Threepenny bit was my bus fare in God, it must have been 67 when I was 4 or 5. On about audio tapes, do you recall the chromium dioxide tapes? No. I never really understood the different audio cassette. Some were, what was it, metal and chrome, and I just wanted a tape that record. Did they really make a difference? So if you wanted to reproduce a real hi-fi sound, what was the best old audio cassette? And are they still selling them? Brian James can't find any biscuit tubs here either. No, what is going on, Brian? Come on, Lidl, sort yourself out. If you don't sort out these biscuit tubs, Lidl, I'm just not going to shoplift in your place anymore. Remember their slogan back then, life's good. Yeah, good old LG. I swear by Samsung TVs, funnily enough, so do I. Swear by, honestly, I'm by loads of them. Always swearing. Like me, am I always swearing? Sorry, I swear that this is Honey Badger Bit My Knackers. That's a great name. You should have a jingle made. I swear by Samsung TVs. Oh, I've lost it now. Oh, no. So do you for entirely different reasons. Very good. You were ahead of me. Sorry, I didn't see that bit. That's very clever. This sort of Samsung TV that you can see still working. Look, that's been repaired for 24 hours now, and it's still working. That sort of TV will go on forever. Just wanted a new set of backlights. In fact, that just wanted the lenses putting on. And with Ambilight, the Philips screen TV, I quite like the Ambilights, yeah. Again, Philips panels, picture quality is way down. And you don't really notice it until you put, I've got a 65-inch Philips at home, and if I stand it next to another 65-inch, either a Sony or a Samsung, or even an LG, they're better picture qualities than the Philips. Philips are just that. Now, if you're just in a room with a Philips TV, you won't notice. You'll think this is a lovely TV. Picture quality is great. What is he talking about? But I still find Philips a low bar. But of course, the Philips that I've got is not really a Philips, is it? I remember the video having a wired remote control, says Dickie Docker. Hello, Dickie Docker. I remember that. They were the original Ferguson video stars, weren't they? Little silver, and it had... I remember the wire wasn't too long. You know, it's not like it was a 3-metre cable, so you could sit on the stick on the settee and hide the cable under a rug or something. It was only about 1 metre. What's the point? I remember the threepenny bits. It was a bad curry that caused it. Very good, very good. Dol says your cassettes, high bias, higher metal too, lower noise, as you could really shove some level into them. Aha, okay, that created a good hi-fi. I never got on well with cassettes. Never got on well with cassettes. But I never had a separate hi-fi cassette deck, I don't think. Speaking of audio, says Jan Helg, might be biting the bullet next month and buying a turntable. Only issue is the one I found is being shipped with every. Well, you know. They'll leave it with a neighbour somewhere. In saying that, there's a part of me, I know Every's got a bad reputation. I think they've got better because there is a better, what's it called when you follow them? Track. There's better tracking with Every. Every a few years ago, there was no such thing as tracking. It was just, it's on the way. No, it isn't. I'm lucky the lenses haven't started falling off again. Scott, yes, you're right, but did you not see, because a few people said, and absolutely right, absolutely right, a few people said that I should have taken the rest of the lenses off and glued them back, but I did the funky Samsung dance. I gave it a really good twist and a shake, man, to see if any were falling off, you know, and I really did give it a good bang up and down, and they didn't fall off. So no, I'm convinced that that's going to be fine. I've got no idea what I'm going to do with that. Again, it's just a Christmas TV going on loan. Oh, I do know it's going out. Somebody rang me up with a faulty Sony today, so I'm loaning them that. Maxell still make a decent tape, says Dos. Only ferric, though. Great word, ferric. Oh, I love those old words. Scott says, we get asked every so often for cassette tapes. Oh, Scott, when you say we get, where are you? Are you in an audio shop? Are you in a video shop? We like to have these contacts, Scott, 1971, but you haven't been able to get any for ages. I thought cassettes were making a comeback. I don't think, and I really hope that video cassettes don't make a comeback. I'm sorry. I never liked the video quality. The CR cassettes didn't make much difference on normal equipment, only high-end stuff. Could you show the difference? Yes, I suppose so. King 77703, I had a Mitsubishi PCB TV powered swivel base. Very good. Powered swivel base. Could you swivel it with the remote control then? Is that, I don't know why I've got this microphone here, because that's not, that really is discarding my good looks. It would turn around, oh, it would turn around by the remote control. Lasted over 10 years. You get attached to stuff, don't you? If you've had something for 10 years, you don't want to get rid of it. Ferguson 3V29, I remember that. But it was, I wouldn't touch the 3V29. The first one I would touch was 2 models later, the 3V31. That was the first stereo machine. And then the 3V39 was that first hi-fi stereo machine. Bodmer, we had a TV with an ultrasonic remote. I don't know what you mean by that. What's an ultrasonic remote? Do explain a bit more. Malk T252. Don't know what I would do now if I didn't have the Ambilight. I'm happy with my Philips. Yeah, they're a great idea. They're a great idea. But the screens are a little bit down on normal ones. How many times a week did Doz get mistaken for Sean Locke while he was still with us? Doz is still with us. Oh, Sean Locke, the comedian. Oh, that was a sad loss, wasn't it? Do you think Doz looks like Sean Locke? Is that right, Doz? Has that happened to you before? Do you look like Sean Locke? Do you? Yeah, I suppose he does a bit. I've still got a whole hi-fi of Technics. Oh, it's gone. The message is going up too quickly. Oh, can I scroll up? Yes, I possibly can. Can I? No. Maybe I can. No, I can't scroll up using that. I can scroll up using this, but I'm using the Hisense TV here, which doesn't always work. It doesn't always come on first time. It's come on first time. So I have to go to that bit to scroll up. I just want to scroll up and just... Oh, Scott says you work in a TV AV shop in Dumfries. Wow. Okay, what's it called? Is it one of these Euronics shops? I've lost where I was. Oh, yeah. Groovy Train. I've still got a whole host of Technics separates, cassette player, CD. Yeah, great. Analog tuner and amplifier. The amp is still in daily use, connected to my TV. Oh, you see, there's something I could send, Doz. I've got a really nice... well, I say really nice. It's still here. Hang on a minute. What was the... Marantz. Can we have a vote for Marantz tuners? Any good? Were they any good? Silver one. Obviously a few years old. I've got a Marantz tuner that is not really picking up signals very well. We've diagnosed it down to the chip, I think. What about you, Does that make sense? Anyway, sorry, I've got to get back. Doz was a member of Retra and Euronics. I don't know Retra, Doz. I'm not too sure of that. Gerald Carson, I've got a Bose cassette player in my car from new. Can't tell the difference from CD. Really? Okay. Doz says he's got a 3V29 somewhere. They were great machines. But they were the mono machines, but great TV, great machines. Late 60s telly, we had to change the channel by walking to the TV and press the buttons. Yep. Yep. Those were the days. Ultrasound. Oh, I see what you mean now. That's for the remote control. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Julian Cleek says, yeah, he remembers the ultrasound remotes as well. I don't remember those. And Doz says, do I? Sorry, Doz, did I ask you a question? Marantz remotes. Marantz hi-fi tuners. I've got one I need repairing. Well, it needs a chip inside, I think. We diagnosed it down to the chip. Back in the days of remotes, my dad made me change the channels. Welsh 3286. Hello, mate. How are you? Did he go and say, oi, on ITV, go and change it? What would a TV look like? Here's a great question for you. What would a TV look like these days if a remote control hadn't been invented and we'd got 1,000 channels? How many flipping buttons would be on the front of a TV? Doz says Marantz never made shite. I don't know if that's a double negative, Doz, or you're actually saying they made good stuff. Because if they've made good stuff, I've got a really nice tuner there. It'd be nice to get it sorted out again. You found the main board for the LG OLED yet? Did you? This is Frey 99Y. Frey 99Y. Did you not see the video that went out an hour ago? If you did, the answer is no. If you didn't, the answer is watch the video. Even though I've probably just given it away. No. There may be one on eBay, but I've had this good relationship with EMOS and they've been sending me stuff, but they haven't got a main board for it. Doz says, do I look like Sean Locke? Yeah, we think you do, actually. We think you do. Our budgie loved the ultrasonic remote. Why am I not? I'm not really understanding the ultrasonic remotes. That's Gout Valley. Hello, Gout Valley. Ultrasound, or I think ultrasonic remote. I remember these. You could have fun with rattling coins in your hand. Oh, Kelly Greenaway says, who's Sean Locke? How young are you, Kelly? He was the comedian with the glasses that looked like Doz on 8 out of 10 Cats Do Something. Hang on a minute. I can see, I've been looking for my green fairy bottle. Hang on, I can see it here. Sorry, this stuff is great. Oh, I threw it down. I threw it on the floor, so when I left, I could pick it up. I need to take it indoors. Made good stuff, Does. Right, jolly good. Do you ever find after fixing a TV that you switched on and find something interesting on and waste a load of time watching it? No, never. No, never. I don't. Here's a great question for any techs that are in the chat. Any repair guys, whether you repaired in the 60s, 70s, 80s or still doing it. How long do you think a TV should be put on test for? There used to be something called a soak test. Some people used to think, well, a soak test meant you had to test everything on that particular TV for at least a week. I used to work with an engineer that wanted to keep, if he was putting backlights in, you'd put backlights in and he'd keep it on test for a month, sometimes 2 months. My idea is repair it, give it back to the customer, get the money. If you've repaired the fault and you see it working for an hour, then that's enough for me. But people are different. People are different. Frey99Y, I'm watching it. Okay, I can't remember what you're watching. Sorry. What, you're watching TV? In keeping up appearances, when Onslow used to smack the top of the TV to fix it, used to crack me up. Is this a legitimate repair method? It's not a legitimate repair method, but it does tell engineers an awful lot. If you hit a TV and something changes, not necessarily fixes, so if you hit a TV and say the picture comes back or the sound comes back, you know that there's a loose connection. That's all it would tell you. 8 out of 10 cats does count down. Come on, Kelly. Where am I? Even had a TV, 60s again, that had a tuning dial to get the channels. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of, and I think it was made by Ultra. So there were no buttons. It was a UHF tuning thing. Is that a product placement? Listen, if I'm going to product place something, I mean, there's a price of it here. How much is that? £1.50. How much did I pay for this? £2. £2.50. It smells very nice. I know well, it's plant-based. Yeah, if I'm going to product place something, I could open some stuff. The Amazon man's been today, and I've been buying some stuff. But sorry, back to the messages. I'll let my TVs run for an hour. I think that's about right for A99. Yes. About an hour on test. That's okay. Oh, I've got something to tell you. Can you just hold on in the comments a second? Because they're going too fast. I can't read them. It's a bit difficult, this, because I really feel sorry for the guy. Do you remember the saga I had with that Toshiba 58-inch? That's the one that I tested you on, because I pretended to take a working board out and I put the faulty one back in. Do you remember that test I did? Well, that TV, right? If you remember, that panel is also used, so that screen is also used in the 58-inch Hitachi HKs, which are always going faulty. Vestel's Worth screen. So we had this palaver with me trying to repair this and EMOS sending me boards. And when you, in the comments, people went, "You've just put the faulty one in, you twat." And then we got it working. I went, "Oh, look, it's working. Great. And I tested it, and I had it on test for an hour, and the picture quality was absolutely great. Gave it back to the customer. He was over the moon. He was overwhelmed. I think he's got some sort of emotional connection to that TV. Anyway, the next day he said to me, "Ooh, some lines appearing on the TV on the far end. It's quite noticeable." I felt really bad, but that's got nothing to do with the T-Con or the main board I put in. It is the fact that those screens do fail. I hope he sorted it out, because I felt awful. But yeah, so what am I supposed to do? I can't refund him, because, you know, we put the T-Con in, we got it working. And then the old problem of the screen failure came up within 24 hours. It's bad. I felt awful. Haven't had a TV for ages, says Original Finish 22. No, a lot of people are going without them. I mean, I could do without a TV with a tuner in. All I'm watching is YouTube. And I'm not watching anything else. If I'm being honest, I'm not watching anything else. Everything you need is on YouTube. I can't remember the last time I watched the news bulletin on TV. I just think YouTube is great. And I think my New Year's resolution, I may have to pay to get rid of the ads. Because you may have noticed, probably on my channel, same with Doz's channel, they're loading the ads up a bit these days, aren't they? Those commercial breaks. There's enough time to pop down to Lidl and do some shoplifting. Frey99, I'm watching your LG video. I found a board on eBay, and it's pronounced Fraggy. Fraggy. I remember, I can see that now. Well, if it's Fraggy, turn your 99 upside down to 66. That's Fraggy. At the moment, that's Franny. Hello, Fraggy. I'm watching your LG video. I found a board on eBay. Oh, you mean the oh, hello. How are you? Um, you mean the OLED? The OLED TV I did earlier on today. You found the one with the right EBT number. Oh, you're there, not there. I don't mind looking at the screen. EBT number. Have you? How much is it? My first portable TV had a dial to tune the TV. Yeah, there's quite a few of us remember the dials. I do remember the dials. Ultra were another Thorn brand, Doz says. Yes. Where were they based, Doz? Was Ultra a... Because, you know, in those days, here in the UK, we made some stuff. Was Ultra a British company? Rotary tuner, successor to the... Yes, who's that? Alan Hurst. Yes, that's what... A rotary tuner on the thing there behind me. All my TVs in the 80s, 90s needed a slap every so often to fix. Yes. Pretended, right? Hang on a minute, Disco. Why can't I pronounce that? Disco. You thought I was pretending when I did the Captain Mainwaring thing? No. You watch out, mate. I'm going to be making more mistakes. My New Year's resolution, this is my second New Year's resolution. My New Year's resolution in 2026, bloody hell, sounds weird saying that, is to make more mistakes and see if you notice them. See if you pick up on them. Some of the mistakes you won't notice for weeks and weeks. I'm not going to tell you what they are. Better to check a TV for 2 days after repair. I can't do it. I can't leave it in. I can't leave something in here for 2 days because I'll end up kicking it. So no, I like, once it's working and I think it's working, I like to give it back to the customer. And I always give it with a full warranty. So if it does go wrong with them after 2 years, I go and collect it. I have used an Epson Full HD projector for years now. You've got to have a good enough screen to get the quality, though, haven't you, on a projector? I mean, I don't know how many people in the chat have ever used, but I still use, and I've got loads of... Oh, I can't get to the cupboard to show you. Super 8 projector. I've got cartoons and films on Super 8, and maybe on Christmas Day I'm going to be getting them out and playing with them. Bretsky777, Merry Christmas, and Merry Christmas to you too. Oh, it's going very quick. Fraggy, it ain't cheap. Yes. 90 quid. Wow. That is a lot of money. Because I'm not convinced 100% it will fix it. 90 quid. But, you know, if I have to buy it and send it back if it doesn't work, I will do. I decided to cancel my TV license and go YouTube Premium 2 years ago. Best thing I ever did. Yeah. I think I'm going to do that. How much is the YouTube Premium? Is it £12 or £17? I've got two figures in my head and I can't remember which one it is. Original Finish 22. Merry Christmas, everybody. Richard Homequest says, unblock Origin stops the ads on here. Okay. Yeah, but that you got to be careful because we get money from the ads. So if you're doing if what you're doing stops us from getting money, I'm going to send my cat on you. Don't tell him your name, Pike. Two people did that joke right next to each other. Look at that. With old CRTs, the good old knuckle worked sometimes. Yeah, it did. Loose valves. Nobody's ever noticed on Doz's channel that occasionally the globe at the start of his channel rotates backwards. No. I know something about Doz that nobody else knows at the moment. He's got a super new intro. When are you going to start using that new intro that somebody did for you, Doz? Or are you going to use it? I think you should. It's great. I want something similar, as I've spoken to you about. We all make mistakes. We are our successors too. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Don't panic. Don't panic. It's nearly Christmas. Isn't it weird? I'm not feeling Christmassy. I felt Christmassy back in November. And then I think you go through a stage of maybe you just get used to the Christmas music in all the shops and the Christmas decorations everywhere, and you stop feeling Christmassy. I'm not feeling Christmassy at this last week, not been feeling Christmassy. Ah, Retro 7209. No, I didn't have my shirt on inside out. Every time I put this T-shirt on, people say, you've got it on inside out. It's the pattern, man. It's the pattern. So no, the T-shirt was not on inside out. I mean, I was inside out, but the T-shirt was the right way round. Oh, good man. Doz, for those people that haven't subscribed to Doz, he's got a blooper edition tomorrow, so his bloopers are going up. If you subscribe to Doz, you'll see his blooper channel. So blooper edition going out tomorrow. I bet that's going to be good. I bet you it's going to be good. Doz's Television Workshop. Subscribe now, or I'm sending me cat round. I would say £90 is cheap for a main board, as the boards are getting harder to get. It possibly is. You know what? I haven't, the last month or two, because I've been getting boards from EMOS. I mean, I've got to thank EMOS. That's been really good. I won't do sponsorship or anything like that, but free boards, I'll give them as many plugs as they want. That's really helping me. And they sent me another free board today, but it was a 65-inch. But it's on the video if you want to go and watch it. Loved your vid on screen cleaning. Oh, did you? I keep meaning to do another one, or did I do it? I did one a couple of years ago, but I keep meaning to do another one. Oh, mid-February. Doz's new intro is going to be mid-Feb. Oh, I could get there first then, Doz. I could get... Mind you, I need somebody to make it for me first. And I'm thinking about next year, about changing my intro a little bit. Press the like button, guys. Says Karma LaRay 67. Yeah, press the like button. Does that help? What, on this? Is there a like button? I suppose there is a like button for this. And thank you for those people that have been pressing the what's the hype button. I've got a really proper hyped video. I think it was the one that I did talking about TVs to buy, TVs not to buy about 2 weeks ago. That has been hyped up to 100,000 views and still being hyped like mad. Thank you. But somebody told me the hype button is only on the mobile. So if you're watching it on a phone, it's not on your computer, and of course, obviously, it's not on your TV. So if you're watching this on a mobile phone, hello, here's me face. Look at that face. Sorry. If you're watching this on a mobile phone, is there a hype button down there? Hype it up, baby. Oh, no, I'm not going to be dumping the heist music. No, that. My theme music will always be my theme music. But every so often I like to... I've not had much time to edit recently because I've been making 2 or 3 videos a day. Oh, no. But what was I saying? Yeah, making 2 or 3 videos. I can't remember what I was saying. I was saying something anyway. Yeah. Oh, the hype. Yeah. Oh, well, yes, I haven't had time to edit because I've been making 2 or 3 videos a day. How many PC displays can take compared to normal TVs? Oh, it's weird how many hours PC displays can take. Yes, absolutely. And how is it the backlights on a laptop can last for 20 years, but on a TV, 2.5 months. Mystery Crumble. I love some of these names. Hello, Mystery Crumble. Done. Thank you. King 77703 says 40 second. 40 second. You've put a th there. I don't understand what you mean by 40 tooth. 40 tooth? What does 40 tooth mean? King, explain. Yes, JCB208. Donette is my correct PayPal. Donna Wells sent you a drink. Thank you, JCB. That's very kind of you. Yeah, and if it says Donna Wells, Donette, yes, that is me. I don't think we have that flash spray wipe here. We have Windex. It's really nice. It smells good. If you have cats, you need things that smell nice. I won't go into the detail. Can't hype whilst live chat is on. There you go, you learn, so you can't hype. So later on tonight, when this just turns into a video, go back and hype it, man. Please. I don't really know what this hype does, but if it helps buy me a cup of coffee, let me know. I went to Lidl and I buy their coffees for the machine. And they've just come down in price. They're down by 50p if you have a Lidl app. Now, I don't have a Lidl app, but because it was 50p, and I normally buy them 5 at a time, so that's £2.50, I waited in the store and downloaded the app. Yeah, you have to ditch the chat to get to the buttons. Okay. That's Indian table in your music, a very famous percussion in India. Is it really? Okay. Thank you for letting me know. Is that what you're saying is called tabla? I fail to see the point of hype, Doz says. Only the top 100 hype videos get any exposure. I think I'm in one of the top... I can't be, can I? No. I just thought that I've got one video that's got a special mark against it. And every time I look at it, it says hyped. Now, other people are hyping my other videos, and that doesn't say hyped. But this one says hyped. So does that mean I don't think I could be in the top? How can I be in the top 100? Yikes, you are up to 30k subscribers. Ooh, I'm not up to 30k. I think I've got 20. I don't think I've got 30. I'm not... having more subscribers doesn't necessarily... I mean, in a way that it does. But you tend to find, as new subscribers come on, old ones drop off. So it doesn't change that much. I mean, I don't mind having 20k subscribers. It's nice. But I think when I had 5k subscribers, that was just, you know, it's enough people to talk to. Oh, no, I'll tell you what I couldn't. I couldn't do this with 5k subscribers. I couldn't do a live. If I ever did a live, there was me, a cat, and 2 drunks in Paisley. And that was it. So, yeah, having a few more subscribers is great for the live one. Oh, you 40-second thumbs up. I've had 42 thumbs up. Thank you very much. Renee, Nashville. Hello, Nashville. Back here again. You do need a lot of hypes to get on that leaderboard. There's no way I can be on it then. I just don't understand why that one particular video... How many cats have you got, Alan? 19. You think I'm joking, don't you? To prove how many cats I've got, I was working in this workshop 2 days ago, and I could hear like the sound of a school playground. I don't live near a school. And do you know that sound of a school playground? I could hear it, and I'm thinking, why is somebody playing an audio of a school playground? So I just stuck my head out my little workshop here, which is next to the little lane I live on. And the school had done a trip to my house to meet the cats. They were feeding the cats outside. I've got a school trip. They're not bothered about coming to see me or the great work that I do for the community. But they come to see the cats. I've got 19. Now, don't go thinking I'm a crazy cat man. I'm not. It's an accident, and I'm dealing with it. Okay? I'm not crazy cat man. But yeah, I've got 19 cats. 42 is the answer to everything. I know what that is. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I was going to say Blake 7 then, but it's Hitchhikers, isn't it? Let me know, because I've never watched the Hitchhikers, but I'm just linking it. I'm just linking it. Especially male cats. No, I think I've got... it's dangerous to have more female. No, they've all been done, but I rescued... put it that way, I'm a good soul, and I couldn't see these cats being put down. 30k subs does. Maybe you have. Maybe I have what 30k subs? I don't know. I don't check them, to be honest with you. It says 30k subscribers. Okay. I have got 30k subscribers. Right. All right. I think I had the 2 drinks from Paisley last time I did a live. You're quite welcome to them, Daz. You have them. I love doing the live things. I must do, again, I will do more of them. I mean, I'm planning on doing more because look what I hope this works, because you know what this camera's like. But I've bought some of the special, can you see? The very expensive, very bright, I've only got them on low, but very bright lights. Because it's only fair that you see my face as God intended. We have 2 cats and that's enough. You're absolutely right. It is, but you know, I had to make a choice. I either had to make a choice of keeping all the cats and making sure they had a good home, or buying a new BMW. And I'm all right about it. Don't worry. What's the name of your angriest cat? I suppose it's Mary. Mary is Misty's mum. And she's only angry because if you have a cat that gives birth, you're supposed to let them stay together. I think it's 9 weeks, and then you are supposed to pry them apart. And there is a really good reason for that, because mum doesn't want them after 9 weeks, and can get angry with them. You know, why are you still here? It's just a thing inbuilt with cats. And I've kept Misty and mum together. And it's amazing, I've got videos of them kissing and cuddling and suckling and all that kind of stuff. Now they can't go near each other. Well, they do, they pass each other, but it's normally I hear something. Bum fluff. 19 cats, no wonder I started sneezing. Yes. So I haven't really got an angry cat, but they don't like, they need their offspring taking away after 9 weeks. I was going to say 9 months, but it's 9 weeks. How come that TV's not switched off behind me? Oh, it's on HDMI, so maybe, still it's got no signal. Maybe it's in the menu. Oh my gold. What, 19 cats? Oh my gold. Yes. Brian, mate, 6 times 7 is 42. Yeah, okay. I'm sorry, I've lost why we were talking about 42. 6 times 7. 6 times 7 is 42. Oh, no, yes. I can't remember why we were talking about 42. I'm sorry. Anyone that looks after 19 animals is a fantastic person in my book. Well, I look after 21. I've got 20 cats. 19 stay here. The other one pops in once a day just for food, but the other cat lives on the lane everywhere else. And of course I've got my dog. I've got King, my dog. We had 12 cats at one point on the farm, strays that came and stayed. Oh, that's good. If you've got a farm and you can look after the strays. It's weird now, having 20 cats in the house, and I'm going to do a video for you to see on Christmas Day. Because you imagine what breakfast is like. I get up in the morning. You imagine what it's like having 19 cats in the kitchen waiting for breakfast. Hilarious. Renee, thank you very much for the $4.99. That's really kind of you. Thank you, sir. You are a super person. You chose well. One of ours was a rescue. The other one got left behind when its owner just left it behind. When they moved house, has been with us for a couple of years now. He's a good lad. Yeah, I don't call myself a crazy cat guy, but you get used to having them around. And if one of them goes missing, I know within 24 hours that they're not there. Don't know, it's really weird. I call my sister Scary Mary. Oh, Scary Mary, very good. My cat's called Sheba and Bella, my dog. That's Kelly. Thank you, Kelly. Luke's World of Movies and TV. Hello, Alan. Merry Christmas. I'm a fellow YouTuber. How you doing this evening? Funny you should say that. I'm getting a bit hoarse. How long have we been broadcasting for? An hour and a half, you're joking. We haven't been going an hour and a half, have we? 9:30. Wow. Okay, guys. We'll do another 10-15 minutes. I'm fine. Yeah, thank you very much, Luke's World of Movies and TV. You're a fellow YouTuber. Tell us what you do, mate. Let's give you a plug. But you've probably got more subscribers than me and Doz put together. Oh, you've got a brother and sister, Cat, now 13, and they hate each other. Always have. Yeah, it does. Renee, your $4.99 is for a new bottle of Flash. Thank you. I meant to buy 2 bottles of it today. Why am I plugging them? I'm not going to plug them. Hang on a minute. What have I... Oh, let me just go over here. We can do an unboxing. Oh, am I losing the pic? What did I do? It's all going a bit weird. Are you seeing me go weird? We seem to be buffering. Okay, back now. All right. Amazon man's been today, so I want to have a look what I've got. Only one cat has... Oh, some new... Oh, these have come from China. Look at the new LED drivers now. They're so tiny, you probably can't tell, but compared to the size of my hand, they're half the size. So I've got loads of new LED drivers. For the Bush TV on Christmas Day, the Bush TV that won't bloody light up. Even though there's nothing wrong with the power supply, there's nothing wrong with the backlights, and there's nothing wrong with the main board. It won't light up, man. Do cats fart? Yeah, of course they do. Yeah. Mason Dad 1, I used to work at Radio Rentals. Remember the blinding innovations of Video Plus and Nikam Stereo. It was a special time. As my boss used to say, what a time to be alive. Video Plus and Nikam Stereo. And there was another one. What was the... Oh, no, Video Plus. Was that the 3-digit code you could put in? Some were 3 digits. Some were about 10. But the most popular programs, like Coronation Street at the time, were just 3 programs. But yes. Oh, that's right. Yes, King 7742. I get it now. Thank you. You have to remind me. Panasonic had the barcode reader. They did. Panasonic and Amstrad had barcodes. 2 totally incompatible systems. Oh, right. Okay. So you couldn't use the Panasonic with the Amstrad. Luke's World of Movies. I review movies and TV shows. Started 2 years ago. Nearly 3. I must have seen your channel, sir. I will. Everybody look out for it. Luke's World of Movies and TV. Give him a subscribe right now. And don't forget to subscribe to Doz. Just in case. Part 2 of our adventure. Saturday, 10:35. That's when it goes out. So it goes out. It's a simulcast. It'll go out on both channels together. Saturday, 10:35. This is part 2. If you missed part 1, have a look at it. Doz comes to my rescue. Only he doesn't. Anyway. Amstrad codes appeared in the gutter press. The gutter press. I haven't heard that, Doz, for ages. The gutter press. Blimey. If it was the gutter press in the 80s, what the are they now? Oh, don't start me. You don't remember ever seeing me not going weird? How very dare you? I'm the most normal person there is. Can you see this? Do you want to see it on the other? It's an engraving pen, but I'm hoping I can use it for circuit boards. Does that make sense? Can I use that for circuit boards? To scrape off, you know, the conformal coating? Let me know. Yes, the picture froze a little. It went, yes, it did go a bit weird, but I'm okay now. Okay now. Yes, dogs do stink. You're right. They are, well, some dogs are fantastic. Have I received any of my Christmas orders? Thank you very much to everybody that made a donation for the channel. We got over £400. That was amazing. So I got the top-rated oscilloscope, which I think was £230. And I got little bits like, you know, there was about 30, 40 quid left over. So I bought the engraving pen. I got a thermal imaging camera. A mid-range one, cheapy one, because I don't use them all the time. That will be fine. And no, I haven't unboxed them. I'm a traditionalist, and I will be unboxing them on Christmas Day. So a video will go up Christmas Day. There's going to be probably 2 videos on Christmas Day. One is the unboxing of the presents. Thank you very much. And the other one is going to be me trying to get that bush, because everyone's been joking. Why is everyone joking about the bush? Did I make a comment on it? Was that the one I swore on? Ooh. Happy birthday for Saturday, Mickey, says Kelly. Everybody else says happy birthday. Can we get a repair on live stream with my old boss for giggles? Yeah, maybe. I don't know how Mike is with the YouTube thing. He watches all the videos I make, but I don't know if he is too happy to be part of it, to be honest with you, but I think he is. This Saturday is my birthday. Mickey, happy birthday. At 59, you're still a baby boy. Bretsky, I'm still waiting for some 2200 microfarad at 16 volt to get here in the post. I've got some here, mate. Hold your hand out. It's going to be next week now. Oh. I was going to say, don't Amazon do next day delivery on capacitors, but I bet you the quality is fantastic. I've never tried buying capacitors from Amazon. Dos says he ordered a load of caps from CPC, good place to get them from, and they arrived this morning, so you missed out there. CPC do next day. Mind you, unless you buy quite a high amount, a big quantity does, postage can be quite expensive. Well, probably not in the UK. Loz, is my T-shirt on the right way? It was on the right way. I'm going to wear that T-shirt again, and I'm going to show to you that it looks like it's on inside out. It's the idea of the T-shirt, and it's got the thing on the nipple, which is inside out, and it's one thing. It looks like that. If I turn it inside out, it looks even more inside out. Hold me back. What do you think about TCL TVs in general? Are they the same as Hisense? They look identical to Hisense. They're coming out the same factory, aren't they? They've got the same barcode style, same letter. And they use the same plastic grill around the speakers. I'm thinking they're the same. Some people in the comments all say no, but I'm thinking they're the same. Oh yeah, sorry, that one. Have I considered an electric screwdriver? Watch this. Watch this. Okay, the batteries have gone flat. I repaired somebody's LG once, and I put the back on using probably this very screwdriver. And then when I plugged it in to test it after putting it all back together, about 9 lenses had fallen off. So I don't use these now because the motor vibrates, and of course if you keep it going it vibrates even more, and lenses can drop off. So they are great, but they're not great for TVs. I now use the gentle screw method. Dos says, yeah, £60. You bought 60 quid's worth of caps, but you got free postage. You must use a lot of caps then, Dos. I suppose you do for what you're doing. I probably get one cap job a month. Mickey Rambo 5506 says, thanks everybody. I've not had my Panasonic 85-inch for 6 months, and I think HDMI 1 is biting the dust. Really? Just have a look inside. It's weird that just one HDMI, because they're fed from the same chip. So you normally find if HDMI 1 is being a bugger, the rest are. So it may be your socket. But surely that's under warranty. I know that doesn't help, because it's a pain. Depends where you got it from. Scott 1971 says, with your CPC account, oh, we have the order limit. Well, the order limit is £20 to get free delivery. Is that all it is? I think sometimes I watch Matey Boy. I watch Dave in Canada, and to get stuff posted to Canada, it costs an absolute fortune. So they don't have the luxury of, well, they do have the luxury of AliExpress and eBay to get parts, but it costs an absolute arm and a leg to get them posted to them. What does the t-shirt look like when you wear them inside out? It looks like it's inside out. I don't know. I've never looked at it inside out, to be honest with you. I've got two. Is this one the one inside out? No. I dropped my microphone. Oh no, is this the one that I had the... I've got to go looking for the... If I drop the microphone, that means the metal thing has come off, the magnet. I always lose the magnet. It's always the magnet on the back of this one. Do you want to do a test? Are you ready? Can you see? I'm going to switch this one on, and then we'll be in stereo. Are you in? Are you listening in stereo? We'll soon find out. I'm going to switch this on. I'll get a message on my screen. There. So I don't know which is left and which is right. What I will do, I'll tell you. So I'll move that one away. And now you can hear me. Oh, that says it's the right-hand channel. So there's the right-hand channel. Test if we're in stereo. And then if I say goodbye to that one and bring this one, now we're on the left-hand channel. Are you listening in stereo? Let me know and in the comments if you can hear me in stereo. 1, 2, 1, 2. Left, right, right, left, right, left. It's almost Christmas, everybody. So here it is. Da, 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 da. Wasn't it sad about Chris Rea yesterday? I was really sad about that. Are we still on? And then a really spooky thing happened. When I was driving home for Christmas. No, when I was driving home, just after hearing, about half an hour after hearing that Chris Rea had passed away, I turned on Classic FM. And Classic FM played the instrumental version of Driving Home for Christmas. My goodness, it was and I didn't know it was the instrumental version because it sounded really different for the first 10, 20 seconds. And I was in the car going, I love this. Do you know, sometimes you just hear a piece of music and straight away you go, this is great. Turned it up. And within 10, 20 seconds, it turned out to be the instrumental version of Driving Home for Christmas. I thought that was a spooky Christmas thing. I did. I am in stereo. Dolls, thank you. You're stereo. Yes, you're in phase. Very nice of you. You're not so bad yourself. Is it weird I remember the exact model of my very first VCR almost 45 years later? It was a JVC HR 77000EK and it had an infrared remote like some kind of Star Trek technology. We all remember things like that. Can't remember what we had for breakfast, but remember things like that. Got stereo in headphones. Did you? I've gone back to mono now. Because let's face it, one of me is enough. Two of me could turn too many people on. It's like one of those quadraphonic sound demos. Oh, if you're watching this in 5.1, I wonder how that sounded. Mavis? Yes, we can, Mavis. Stereo confirmed. I hear... Oh, right, okay. Raymond says, I've got you in Dolby Pro Logic. Yes, that's the way to have me. Dolby Pro Logic. I'm syncing the video between my phone for typing and my TV. It's tricky. Okay. JCB 208. Yeah, great albums. Eh? Sorry, have I missed something? Left, right working, says Kelly. Thank you. Keith Window 4435. Stereo confirmed here. Jolly good. Yes, it's in stereo. I'm listening to you through headphones. And what did I subtitle the video? Doz says, what did I subtitle our video? You're asking me something. You know, I can remember things from the 60s, Doz, you know. I can remember being born in black and white. But I can't remember what you subtitled the video. You titled the video, Alan and Doz Go Fixing or something. Is that what you mean? Or was there a subtitle? I don't know. Maybe people know in the comments. I know nothing. Chris Rear's family used to sell ice cream in Middlesbrough, did they? Still sad about that Chris Rear thing. Isn't it appropriate that he... Not appropriate. And it's not ironic. What was the word? It's kind of... I can't remember what the word is I'm looking for. That he died while most of us are getting ready to drive home for Christmas. Can't think of what the word is I'm looking for. Really, he seemed like just a normal, natural guy, Chris Rear, doesn't he? You were only in mono on 603. 603 medium wave. Those were the days. For those people that remember medium wave radio. Great radio. For those people that didn't know, oh, that's the thing that me and Doz have got in common. We both worked as radio presenters. Doz was more of a radio engineer that did some radio presenting when the DJ never turned up. And I was a DJ who did some engineering when the engineer didn't turn up. Oh, somebody's listening. 7.1 with Dolby Atmos. My God, I must sound brilliant in that. Just don't let the girls hear my voice in 7.1 stereo. It'll do things to them. Got an air fryer? I have, but I need a new one. It's starting to get a bit dirty now. I do clean it every so often. I like air fryers, though, they're good. Ah, Kelly said it's called Alan and Doz Just Fixing. Was that the subtitle? That's not the subtitle, though, is it? That was the title. What's the subtitle? But well done, Kelly. Have you checked out the hairdressers recently? I've heard they've got a great source of new boards. I remember. I see. Yes. I was picking on people that said, you should never use second-hand boards. Always buy new. Like they grow on trees, you know. Poignant. Poignant, Norfolk and Good. That's the word I've been using all day. It's poignant that Chris Rear passed away as we're all driving home for Christmas. That's the word I said yesterday. Listen out for the instrumental version. Have I got my phone here? I've got it on my phone. I've got it on my phone. I've got it on my Spotify. Right. You'll be able to listen to this for a few seconds. Are you ready to listen to this? No, that's not... Shut up! Oh, it's gone now. It was there in front of me. Anyway, it's by the Something Collaborative. Google Something Collaborative driving home for Christmas. I've got it in my liked section, but I don't know where my liked section is. Oh, liked songs. Right, stay there. Listen to this. Does it sound like driving home for Christmas? Yeah, it does. Anyway, it's that. Music Lab Collective driving home for Christmas. It's only 2 minutes. It's just so nice. Have a listen. Right, sorry, I'm missing the ironic. No, it wasn't ironic, it was poignant. Poignant, you were correct. Poignant, poignant, thank you very much. Tragic, tragic it was. No, I've got to agree with you there. Tragic it was. But also poignant. I'm not saying I'm old, but can you remember the old coal gas TVs? I've still got a coal fire. People put on social media. Do you remember coal fires in the 60s and 70s? I've still got one. My house is currently being heated by a log and coal fire. It's fantastic. 247 Radio 1, yes. 247 Radio 1. And then they moved to 275 and 285, which was 1053, 1089. See, I remember things like that. But I can't remember the girlfriend's birthday. I know it's November. My messages are not appearing on the chat. Well, they are, because I've just read it. I'm trying to read out as many as I can. That's K May L Ray 67. Send us another message, and I'll see. Adrian Gibbs, Hall and Oates. I don't know why you're saying Hall and Oates, but blooming marvellous. I don't know what's in here. It's an Amazon delivery today. They are appearing on the chat, apparently. Oh, this is nice. Look, look. Some people love this company for screwdrivers. Some people don't. I think they are great. And I haven't bought any of their screwdrivers for ages. They're all in my other unit. And they make that screwdriver there, I call it the screwdriver that does everything. Now, normally these are about 40, 50 quid, but Amazon had it for 20 quid. 19.99, I think it was. I couldn't resist. Hang on a minute, I'll do some product placing just in case they're... I use these screwdrivers where I go anywhere. They fix absolutely everything. They're fantastic. Everybody loves these screwdrivers. I can't mention the brand title because I don't know how to pronounce it. I think it's Vera. Weaver? Weaver? Vera? Anyway, doesn't matter how you pronounce them. They're fantastic. Send me some more. Send me some. Send me some. Sorry. There's something about analog FM. You can fine-tune DAB. Oh, DAB Plus is just ridiculous. All these channels turning up on DAB Plus, which is mono. What's the point of mono, he says, broadcasting in mono? I did a bit of stereo. Mono. I mean, voice is okay in mono because you've only got one voice. Apart from the part of me that talks out of my... Maybe that's where a microphone should go. What's the song you played by mistake? Oh, yes, Hall and Oates. Hall and Oates, I got you now. Thank you. Blimey, you're on fire tonight. Oh, Raymond, I'll mention that. Yeah, I like the green and black ones, and they're now doing the orange ones. They do look nice, the orange ones, but I need it to match the others. So I decided to get... And the orange ones were very expensive. These were down in price. These are wonderful screwdrivers. Send them to me now. Now! Wouldn't it be nice if somebody is actually watching and they do send me some? If you do, I will plug you on the channel. Thank you. Let's have a look. Who remembers the first TV radio simulcast on the BBC? Top of the Pops, way before NICAM. Yes, it was just on the way to NICAM, and they did it because Radio 1 were going FM at the same time or a year later. So they did it as an experiment. But I do remember that, yes. But that wasn't technically the very first simulcast. It was a simulcast, but it wasn't... the first TV radio simulcast. No, before that, they did Live Aid on the radio. That was a simulcast, wasn't it? And they've possibly done it before then. I hope they want to sponsor you. Yeah, that's enough plugs for, you know, a screwdriver. Let's have a look. Hello, hello, hello. Some don't. I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you mean. Orange you get is the Royak collar of the Netherlands. I'll think about that for a second. But most screws are number 2 Phillips anyway. Yeah, but honestly, that does everything. For a TV, that does absolutely everything. Doz, I've just got a message from you, but I can't read it because you're here. It's the most used drive at the bench. Ah, yes. Yes. Nice screwdrivers. Some TVs used to have a built-in camera for doing Skype. Yeah, that didn't last very long, did it? Skype, that was a format that just... It was an app that just kind of disappeared. But when it was working, it was fantastic. People could sit in the living room and Skype friends the other side of the world using the TV camera. That's how it was done. It was very clever. And it wasn't pre-internet, so I don't know what happened, why it changed. And before that, Last Night at the Proms, of course. Yeah, Last Night at the Proms, that was always simulcast. And Eurovision. That was simulcast. And that goes back, way back, doesn't it? Can you pick your... Fraggy, can I pick your brains after Christmas? Can you pick my Brian's? You want to pick my Brian's after Christmas? Of course you can. Anytime. Analog FM, easy to tune, clear sound, yes. Analog FM, I don't think, Doz will know more about this than me, I don't think we're ever going to get rid of FM. They keep saying FM's got to go. And FM at the moment is just, if you've got a good FM signal and a good stereo setup at home or in your car, it's just miles better. Miles better. But of course FM is processed, and I like a processed sound. I don't think there's any processing on DAB. It's natural from a digital desk, and it doesn't sound great. And again, DAB+, most of the stations are in mono. What's the point? Stereo test in the 60s using medium wave. Did we have stereo medium wave in the UK? It's stereo AM is still a thing in the US. I think it's dying out a bit, but it's still a thing. I don't remember any stereo medium wave in the UK. Do you? I'd be interested to hear. Microsoft bought Skype, shut it down, and put the video part into Teams. Oh yeah, but 2 people said that. 2 people said that. Scott and Loz. Do I know any sites for schematics for Pioneer Hi-Fis? Just thought I would ask. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Simon Edwards. Doz is your man to ask. Doz, schematics for Pioneer hi-fis. It's always worth a Google. I'm guessing you're meaning free ones. I don't know. Doz says, I hope they don't sack FM. No, FM must never go. FM must never go. You do get a better choice on DAB. I know there's more to choose from, but and they do drop out so much, the quality is not there. Is there still a way to use TVs for video calls? No. If your TV, a lot of Samsung TVs had the cameras put in for Skype, and then pretty much after that it was useless. You can't connect it, you can't do anything with it. Mason Dad 1, I've enjoyed watching this live, pal. Merry Christmas from sunny Blackpool. Blackpool, jolly good. DAB is processed as well, is it? Does? Okay. Not using an Optimod, those were the days. An Optimod processor. I like that. Mason's Dad 1, Merry Christmas to you, my friend. Have a beautiful one in Blackpool. Only FM was stereo. Well, they did do a medium wave stereo test, but it was just a test, I think. Doz says hi-fi engine. So if you were inquiring, I think it was Mason's dad that was inquiring. No, it wasn't. It was somebody else inquiring about the schematics for Pioneer. Did you see that? He's put it on there, look. Try Google hi-fi engine. That may help you. It may do. I've been here for so long, I'm hungry. Mince pies. Happy Easter, everybody. Can you connect a webcam to a TV and do it that way? Well, you can do it to work on your TV, but you need the software to connect to somebody else so you can communicate with them, if that's what you want it for. Some DAB is Optimod. Oh, I'd love to find out. I'd love to know who is still using an Optimod. They were great. Sorry. You can use TVs for video calls via your phone if it has a desktop mode and supports HDMI out via USB-C. Did you understand that? I shall be asking questions later. Adrian Gibbs says, I've had 4 mince pies tonight. Well, it's Christmas. Yes. I never used to like mince pies until about 2 years ago. He's going to die live on air. Never used to like mince pies till about 2 years ago. I've changed. Opti Rockers. Oh, it's a software Optimod. No, that's not the real thing. No. Oh, I used to love looking at the Optimod dials going up and down. If you don't know what we're talking about, type in Optimod to YouTube, radio stations. It's the way radio stations process their music so everything stays the same volume. But you could make it sound really beefy and energetic. King's had 3 mince pies myself tonight. Well, these are the only ones I've got left. I'm going to have to go out tomorrow and buy some mince pies. I've just got that. Brian James says, cheers, Alan. Looking forward to your next live stream. Merry Christmas to everyone. Top tip, don't eat yellow snow. What's that joke? I used to wee in... People that could wee in the snow and sign their name. I used to be able to do that. I used to be able to wee in the snow, use my name. But I got trouble with my mum when she found out it was in my girlfriend's handwriting. I didn't deliver that very well, did I? I was just thinking about it. But you've got that picture in your mind now, haven't you? Thank you, Brian. Merry Christmas to you, sir. Have a good one. It makes a, yes, Optimod makes a 1 kilowatt sound system like 10K. It really pumps it up. I don't know how many, I've now been going for 2 hours. Have I? Yellow snow has a bad rap. What was I going to say? For anybody that, because obviously I used to work on the radio years ago, and if there's anybody in Cornwall that remembers Pirate FM, I still meet up with some of the good guys. You know, the nice guys. There's always some arseholes in radio. Arseholes. But the good guys, we meet up. And I found out something I never, ever knew. I personally, and I think I'm alone on this, didn't like the idea of the station name. Pirate FM I didn't like because so many people got it confused with pirate radio. And trying to get people to advertise on the station. Oh, no, you're not allowed to advertise on a pirate station. So it was difficult. So I didn't like the name. I thought it was a little bit negative, shall we say. But I found out only 2 days ago, I was talking to Duncan Warren, for those people that remember Duncan on Pirate, me old chum. We meet up every so often. Duncan told me that Pirate was not the original working name for the station. Does anybody know what the original working name for the station is? It surprised me, and I'll surprise you in 5 minutes. If I forget, remind me in the comments to tell you. There were Philips televisions with built-in cameras. Oh, really? Were they? Okay. Did they use the Skype as well? Went in Morrison's yesterday. It was a bloody madhouse, says Adrian Gibbs. Yeah, starting to get that way today. But if you go to Morrison's on Christmas Eve, which is tomorrow, they do mark that, or they used to do. Go to Christmas Eve, about 2 o'clock tomorrow, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. They're getting rid of everything, dirt cheap. 20p, 40p. Ladies used to stencil for yellow snow. Simon Edwards, 1970. I got a pack of mince pies from Tesco tonight. Oh, they're £1 for 6 and not £3. £1 is cheap. Don't like paying over the odds. No, neither do I, but I've been paying £1.70 for 6. They're the cheapest ones I could find. Morrison's best mince pies, £3. Bugger that. Yeah. Yeah, £3 is too much. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Alan Hurst says Atlantis. Oh, gotcha. I see. Atlantis FM. No. We did have an Atlantic FM here in Cornwall. It wasn't Hits Radio. It wasn't Atlantic 252. If you want a clue, there's now a big UK national group that use this name. But Pirate FM was originally going to be called this name before the group got the name. The only limit for mince pies is how I feel and a pint of tea. Oh, how full you feel. Yes, yes, yes. Well, this is possibly... That's my last mince pie. Got no more. Got almost dropped the bugger. So I'm going to eat this mince pie and then we're going. All right, that's it. That's enough. You've had your portion. Bayer, no. Oasis, no. Atlantic, no. Heart, no. Atlantic turned into Heart. Radio Veronica in the Netherlands. Capital, no. Okay, I'll tell you. Pirate FM's original working name when they applied for the licence was going to be Magic. It was going to be Magic FM Cornwall. Quite like that, really. But then they realised that there's a lot of pirate connections with the Pirates of Penzance. There's a rugby team called Pirates. There were some restaurants called Pirates, so they thought we should be pirate, really. So they had to go cap in hand and beg for the name to be changed. Normally, the radio authority would never allow a name change. But they liked the idea of a station being called Pirate. They wanted to call it Radio Pirate. And then they wanted to change it to Magic. No, sorry, it was Magic first. They wanted to change it to Radio Pirate. And the radio authority says, we can't allow you to call it Radio Pirate. I don't know why, but they can. But if you call it Pirate FM, we'll go ahead with it. So they did. If you go to Lidl tomorrow, they're already reducing everything by 50%. Close Christmas Day and Boxing Day. Enjoy your Christmas. Enjoy your mince pie, says Bodmer. Thank you. Radio Battenberg 208. Battenberg. I like that. Retro says, Andy does. Merry Christmas. Yes, absolutely. Well, I think that just about. We'll edit that bit out. We'll edit that out. I'm not going shopping tomorrow. I'll go to our local co-op. But I'm not going into town or anything. I'll get some more mince pies in the co-op. That's what else I've got to get in the co-op tomorrow. What's that Irish cream called again? Bailey's. I did the Lidl's version of Bailey's last year. It was all right. But I'm going to try the real thing this year. Co-op are doing a bottle for 10 quid. Is that quite cheap? If you're a member. Thank you, Gout Valley. Thank you, everybody. I have got a couple of little bits that I need to do tomorrow. I can't remember what they are, but I've got a couple of little bits I need to do tomorrow to finish off. And I've also got a couple of very quick bits. The unveiling of the scope and Christmas presents. Mind you, I've not done too bad today, have I, really? So thank you very much. Just in case you're not around for my other bits, have a great Christmas. What is it? It's almost Christmas. It's 11 minutes past 10. What day is it today? I'm guessing Tuesday. It is Tuesday, isn't it? Yeah, Christmas Eve's Wednesday, yeah. Sorry, you can probably hear me chewing every bit of that. Just realised the microphone is right next to my gullet. Save a mince pie for Santa. He can bug off. Thank you, Luke's World of Movies and TV. Hope you've got some new subscribers. Adrian Gibbs says, is it a 1 litre bottle for the Baileys? No. I think somebody told me it was 800 centilitres. Yeah, I bought the Audi version last year. It was quite nice. But I'm just not going. I just forgot to get them this year. Well, do they go off? Because I've still got a bottle from last year. I've still got an Aldi or a Lidl bottle from last year. Do they go off? So then one way to find out. Oh no, imagine tasting it and then spending Christmas Day. They probably do go off. My advice for tomorrow is find a supermarket with a cafe that's got a view of the tills, and find a good seat and watch the carnage. We do leave everything to the last minute, but Christmas is weird, isn't it? Because we complain that they start talking about it in October. And now people are saying, I haven't got time. I wish they'd give us more notice. Bumfluff, cheers. Have a great Christmas, Alan, and all your loyal fans. I don't think I've got any fans, but I've got supporters, and some very nice supporters to it. Whatever happened to Baby Sham? Can you not buy Baby Sham? You probably can't, can you? Baby Sham. Wow. David Griffiths, thank you. Bye, Alan. Have a great Christmas. Thank you very much. Stay safe, guys. Kelly, thank you very much. Alan Hurst, everyone. My voice is going. It's going. Oh! I took a bite out of one and I've left it, so I've still got some more mint. This must have been my first one. No, I've had 3 mince pies. You fat basket. My nephew was sick everywhere after drinking a month-old Baileys, so yes, they go off. Oh, right, okay. I'll buy a fresh bottle tomorrow. I'll take the dog for a walk on the beach. Thank you very much, people. I can't believe we've been going for 2 hours. My goodness. And thank you for all those people for doing a YouTube thanks tonight. That's really kind of you. It all mounts up and it buys me tools. And thank you. Yes, Raymond, for the very kind of you for the coffee machine. I can't wait for that. I'll definitely do an unboxing of that. Very posh. Damn kind of you. I've got some wonderful supporters, really kind. Have yourself, I'm sure there'll be a couple more videos before Christmas. I'm a bit disappointed that OLED TV thing's going to be 90 quid. I hope I find a cheaper one than that. But yeah, you're right. What can you do? So thank you very much, everybody. I'm glad we did this live one. Very popular. Thanks for Dos for joining us as well. Don't forget the part 2 is going to be Saturday. You won't know when Saturday is, will you? Because it's kind of that in-between time of Christmas and New Year. Nobody knows what time it is and what day it is. Saturday, 10:35, part 2 on both of our channels. Please make sure you subscribe to Dos before you disappear tonight and go to bed. Aldi seemed to get it right on the Baileys. Oh, I think I did the little Baileys. Maybe I should do the... Oh, I'm not going into town. I'm not going into town. I'm going to have to go local. And local, we've only got a co-op. We've got 2 co-ops local. What's the point of having 2 co-ops? Thank you very much, everybody. Be good, be nice. I'm going to stick some logs on the fire. And I'll be back doing a couple of bits tomorrow. That TV's still on. It's not switched off, has it? How bizarre. I thought if it hadn't got a signal, it'd switch off. In fact, I'm still talking about stuff. Thank you very much, people. Be good. Good night. Take care. Switch the microphone off, you tosser.